If you've ever wondered why some people seem to break free from financial struggle while others stay stuck, you're not alone. The truth is, most people don't stay poor because they're lazy or unlucky. They stay poor because they fall into hidden financial traps, habits, and mindsets that quietly sabotage their progress year after year. These traps are everywhere, and if you don't spot them early, they can keep you working hard but never getting ahead. Today, I'm going to reveal the 7 biggest financial traps that keep people poor. And more importantly, how you can avoid them starting right now. If you want to change your financial future, you need to recognize these traps for what they are: invisible chains holding you back from the life you deserve. Let's start with the first trap, and it's one that catches almost everyone at some point: living paycheck to paycheck. It doesn't matter how much you earn, if you spend everything you make, you'll always be one emergency away from disaster. The problem isn't just about income, it's about habits. Most people increase their spending every time they get a raise, thinking more money will solve their problems. But the truth is, if you don't control your spending, no amount of income will ever be enough. The wealthy understand this. They create a gap between what they earn and what they spend, and they use that gap to build wealth. If you want to escape this trap, start by tracking your expenses for a month. Find the leaks in your budget and plug them. Even small changes like cutting out unused subscriptions or eating out less can make a huge difference over time. The second trap is falling into the debt spiral. Credit cards, payday loans, buy now pay later schemes, they all promise convenience, but they come with a hidden cost: interest. And that interest can quietly drain your wealth for years. Most people don't realize how much they're repaying in interest until it is too late. They make minimum payments, thinking they're staying afloat, but the debt keeps growing. The wealthy use debt strategically, for investments that grow in value, not for things that lose value the moment you buy them. If you're stuck in the debt trap, make a plan to get out. List your debts, focus on paying off the highest interest ones first, and avoid taking on new debt unless it's absolutely necessary. Remember, every dollar you pay in interest is a dollar you can't use to build your future. Trap number 3 is ignoring your financial education. Most people stop learning about money after they leave school. They rely on what their parents taught them, or worse, what they pick up from friends and social media. But the world of money is always changing. New opportunities, new risks, new tools. The people who stay poor are the ones who think they already know enough. The people who get rich are the ones who keep learning. Make it a habit to read one book about money every year. Listen to podcasts, watch videos, take a free online course. The more you learn, the more you earn, not just because you'll make better decisions, but because you'll spot opportunities that others miss. Knowledge is the one investment that always pays off. The fourth trap is the get-rich-quick mentality. We live in a world of instant gratification. Social media is full of people showing off their latest wins: crypto, stocks, side hustles. It's easy to believe that wealth is just one lucky breakaway. But the reality is, most overnight successes are years in the making. The people who chase quick money usually end up losing it just as fast. They jump from one scheme to the next, never building real skills or habits. The wealthy play the long game. They invest consistently, they build businesses slowly, and they understand that real wealth takes time. If you want to avoid this trap, focus on building habits, not chasing hype. Set long-term goals, and measure your progress in years, not weeks. Trap number 5 is failing to invest. Too many people are afraid of the stock market, or they think investing is only for the rich. So they leave their money sitting in a savings account, earning next to nothing. Meanwhile, inflation quietly eats away at their purchasing power. The wealthy know that investing is the only way to grow your money over time. You don't need a lot to start, just consistency. Even $50 a month, invested wisely, can grow into a significant sum over the years. If you're not investing yet, start now. Learn the basics, open an account, and automate your contributions. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. The 6th trap is not having an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down, jobs get lost, medical bills happen. If you don't have a safety net, you'll be forced to go into debt every time something goes wrong. And that debt can set you back years. The wealthy protect themselves by building an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses, set aside in a separate account. This isn't money for investing or spending. It's your financial airbag. It gives you the confidence to take risks, to invest, to say no to things that don't serve you. Most importantly, it keeps you from making desperate decisions when life throws you a curveball. The seventh and final trap is surrounding yourself with the wrong people. You've probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is especially true when it comes to money. If your friends are always spending, always complaining, always making excuses, it's easy to get pulled into that mindset. But if you spend time with people who are focused on building wealth, making smart choices, and talking about opportunities instead of obstacles, you'll start to think differently. This doesn't mean you have to ditch your old friends, but it does mean you should seek out mentors, join communities, or follow people online who inspire you to level up. The conversations you have, the advice you hear, and the examples you see will shape your financial future more than you realize. Now that you know the 7 financial traps that keep most people poor, let's talk about how to break free from them starting today. The first step is awareness. Most people don't even realize they re-caught in these traps until it is too late. But you're different. You're here, you're learning, and you're ready to make a change. That alone puts you ahead of the majority. The next step is action. Knowledge is useless without action. So let's turn these lessons into real results. Start by picking just one trap that you know is holding you back. Maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you've been ignoring your financial education. Don't try to fix everything at once. Focus on one area and commit to making a small change this week. If it's overspending, track every dollar for the next 7 days. If it's debt, make a list of what you owe and set up a payment plan. If it's lack of investing, open an account and set up your first automatic contribution, even if it's just a few dollars. The key is to build momentum. Small wins add up, and every step you take makes the next one easier. It's also important to remember that escaping these traps isn't about being perfect. Everyone slips up. Everyone makes mistakes. The difference between those who stay poor and those who build wealth is how they respond to setbacks. If you fall off track, don't beat yourself up. Learn from it, adjust your plan, and keep moving forward. Progress is never a straight line, but as long as you keep going, you'll get there. Let's contrast this with what most people do. Most people see money as something that happens to them, not something they control. They blame the economy, their job, or their upbringing. They wait for a miracle, a lottery win, or a lucky break. But the truth is, your financial future is in your hands. The people who break free from poverty aren't the ones who wait, they're the ones who act. They take responsibility, they make tough choices, and they keep learning. They understand that wealth isn't about luck or talent, it's about habits and mindset. So as you finish this video, ask yourself, which trap am I stuck in? What's one thing I can do today to start climbing out? Write it down. Share it in the comments. Tell a friend or family member. The more you talk about your goals, the more likely you are to achieve them. And remember, you're not alone. There's a whole community of people on this journey with you, ready to support and encourage you. By avoiding these 7 traps, you're not just improving your finances, you're changing your life. You're building security, freedom, and opportunities for yourself and your loved ones. Don't let another year go by stuck in the same old patterns. Take control, take action, and watch how quickly things can change. Your future self will thank you. If you like our video, then like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you.